Okay, now we're going to throw some words at it and see what happens, okay? So this is problem 11 in section 7.1. We're still in section 7.1. This is problem 11 in your book. According to a report in the Portland Press Herald, the mean price of heating oil in Maine in 2010 was $2.98 per gallon. Guys, I'm just going to keep score over here. The mean is $2.98. If 100 samples of 37 heating oil prices, 37 prices. There we go. We have a sample size of at least 30. If 100 samples of 37 heating oil prices were collected from around Maine during that time, what would you expect to be the mean of the sampling distribution of sample means? So they're telling you that they took a bunch of samples, it doesn't matter how many, and that there were at least 30 in there. So because of that, the mean of the sample means is the same as the mean of the original data set. So the mean of the sample means is 298. Yes, that is all it's asking you to do. It just wants you to know that that's what the central limit theorem is telling you. Alright, let's do another one. This is problem number, there we go. Problem number 15 in your book. The Federal Reserve Bank of New York conducted a study and claims that the inflation rates of American households had a population standard deviation of 0.2% in 1996. Standard deviation. Population standard deviation is sigma, and it's 0.2%, so 0.002. If a sampling distribution is created using samples of inflation rates from 1996 for 78 households, yay, it's more than 30, what would be the standard deviation of the sampling distribution of sample means? In other words, what is sigma sub x bar? Well, remember how we get there? We take sigma divided by square root of n. So I'm going to have sigma divided by square root of 78. And that is 0.00023. Okay? So this would be the standard deviation of the new sampling distribution. Alright, one more. Number 18. The Council of Christian Colleges and Universities Tuition Survey claims that in 2011-2012, the population standard deviation of tuition fees at the CCCU member colleges was 4,385. If a sampling distribution has a standard error of the mean equal to 750, is desired, how many CCCU member colleges would need to be in each sample? Okay, let's think about what we have here. This 4385 is the population standard deviation. That's sigma 4385. Okay? The population standard deviation, sigma. If a sampling distribution has the standard error to the mean equal to this, standard error of the mean is sigma. Okay, but this is for the sampling distribution, so sigma sub x bar is 750. That's what's desired. How many colleges would need to be in the sample? In other words, what's the sample size? So we have a formula that says sigma sub x bar equals sigma over square root of n. Let's fill in what we know. 4385 over square root of n, and let's solve. To solve this equation for n, I'm going to multiply both sides by square root of n. No, you are not going to square everything. Do not do that. Alright, square root of n times 750. These cancel. Okay, I'm going to divide by 750. 4385. I get 5.846 repeating. Now you may square both sides. So I'm going to hit a big old x squared on that, and I get n equals 34.18. Now, can I have 0.18 of a college? No. So I would probably say I need 34 colleges. Okay. What you just found was, if this was the population standard deviation in 2011-2012, and I wanted this to be the mean, the standard deviation of the, wanted this to be the standard deviation of the sample, I need to sample 34 colleges. Yay. All right, so that is section 7.1. We are moving to Hawks for the homework. I want Hawks to be able to help you figure out if you're doing things right or wrong, and it'll make it easier for you to get immediate feedback. Okay? So I have that ready to roll on Hawks. So be sure that you log into the system and go look up 7.1 and 7.2 coming right up.